September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. It's okay. It's okay. I like that there's like stuff to do. It's not like this has a lot of visual novel aspects, but there's actually gameplay in it. So I like that part. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Hey, it's Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness that saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls the chief's officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe, in fact. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides data in the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And in the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. We're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Fey, Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Alright, here we go. Witness testimony. Boom. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the hotel Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. At the very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sisters couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would do something. So basically, we press everything. I gotcha. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. Or, that's me. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure that did much though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us, who the 2 people you found on the scene were? Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. You should pick up... I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Faye. That's true.
Hold it!
Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. Yeah, you did say that. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Oh, man. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's very circumstantial. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of hard evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this.
Hold it!
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh-ho! Then, who did write it, smarty pants? Who, the killer. Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed.
Objection!
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? No, I'm casting doubt. Yeah, pal. No, I'm casting doubt. This obviously is a game. And it's a very, very weird view of the legal system and how it doesn't work. Well, Detective, tell us what was written in that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. I don't really have anything to press about that. Lab tests showed that the blood was the victim's. I'll do it anyway. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's names? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ugh. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion in the matter is irrelevant. The fact is clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. I mean, that's conjecture as well and an opinion. So, you know. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's go find it. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha! Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see where that was getting there. What can I present? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do right now. It's a very shocking trial. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, hemoglobin, goblins. I refuse to testify in this manner, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You can continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right. Where was I? Objection! Where's the contradiction here? I don't understand. May I present the note? I don't know.
Objection!
Okay, I can't do that. It was clearly written in blood. I don't understand what am I, where's the contradiction here?
Hold it!
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Forgot about that one. I forgot about how the autopsy showed that. Deaths with instantaneous.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe! There was one thing I wanted to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When... It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt force. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Or Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good in your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. So basically, as I understand the US system of law, which I admittedly get a lot from television and stuff, is there is the discovery phase, and all evidence that is presented must be presented to both parties, the defense and the prosecution. They all must have the evidence. And hiding evidence is pretty much, especially by the prosecution, is basically a very severe offense. I'm kind of cheating, but I'm also not cheating. And in this, it seems like hiding evidence is like by the prosecution keeping evidence from the defense is the name of the game here. This is the Japanifornia system. I mean, obviously this is the game, and you know we can suspend our disbelief or whatever, and say this is maybe some weird system that was designed for to make law exciting or whatever. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. No, it's not the obvious conclusion. At all! Darn, this isn't good. Why would you even conclude that? Like, it's her sister. Maybe she thought her sister was in danger. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? What is up with this girl? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Wink. Oh my goodness. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? Teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fan Company law offices. That's right. Big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Here's the testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Objection! She winked! Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkable, solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness' testimony just now was quite firm, don't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I will gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want to. She has to have some weaknesses. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright.
Hold it!
Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What's that? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling? Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Hold it!
The woman with long hair. It was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Hold it!
How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Did you really see the defendant at all? You're... Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean, okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... We don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr! What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you, please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did. Alright, we're gonna get... I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. Kind of statue clock. She called it a clock. She called it a clock. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? I see. I only wish I had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. Okay, I gotta press on this one. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something. Should I present this?
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of a thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called us a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this is a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stop me there, the trial would be over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. Yes! How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it cannot ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been empty after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can, yes. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the cell phone.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, I have a girly. You have a girly phone. Wait, what? This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation he had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fellow. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. It should be probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how do you know the weapon was a clock? Her eye, she's twitching. Her eye is twitching. Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before? That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. this thing. It was made by Larry Butts.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Okay. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Wow, look at that face. Oh dear. Does that defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth in the matter. Miss April May, you knew the clock was a weapon because you heard about it or you held it? I want to say you held it, but I have no reason to think that. Do I? I think heard about it because she has a wiretapping thing. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard about it, that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. See, there's what I mean. That's what I needed. Have a look at this. That! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if it was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the clock was a... What? It's the phone conversation.
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want to tell. Hold on again. What's this? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. I don't even know how to pronounce these things. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like this? You lawyer.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm a bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, she's gonna cry. Well, that did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap or you did it, didn't you? I don't think she did it. I think we need to ask why the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? This isn't a murder trial. It's tippity-tappeting irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edwards wants her to say. Smay, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. I could, but then I'd run out of beef taco pretty quickly. And then we'd be out of those, too. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know? Like normal coffee, but cold? If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts. And then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? I think I'm making this up. I didn't say you were the murderer! I asked you why you wiretapped! Ask the bellboy. Here we go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I never said they were! I never said they were the murderer! I specifically said I never made that accusation. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. Yes, it does. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Mia Fey, commit murder. Oh, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness or continue examining Miss May? Jeez, this is a tough choice. Do I think Miss May will provide any new evidence? I don't think the bellboy would. Right. On with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May is admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance to the case at hand, murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. Think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence. And I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She is the last. What? But that means... May is guilty? Uh-oh. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy, after all. Okay, so apparently I should have called the bellboy. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss May F.A., will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept any condition? Edgeworth. He's got me back to the corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I've received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. I like how he has a tray. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee, and I brought it to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee as our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin to cross-examination. Right, I am ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, this may be finished. Cross-examination! Okay, I don't think I can really question that, right? I mean, we'll press anyway. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out the guests, I clean the rooms, I make the beds, I even deliver room service, sir. I check this man personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call around 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May.
Hold it!
Ask questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee, and I brought it to her at 9 on the dot.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Hold it!
Wait, precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite intent on that I brought it then. Oh, bellboy. Hee hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to Miss May herself.
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely, sir. As in endearing mannerism of... It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with a, embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But I'm not a French, not a French kiss, sir. More a peck. Oh, he's French. More a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was the moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fish to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Bed making, room service, or check-in? Oh my god. Why would any of these... I looked at the bed and it was made. That's one thing I will say. Also, he came in when I was there and asked and gave me room service. So I find that odd as well. And check-in, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is like almost a grab bag. This feels like a little on the moon logic side of things to me. Nothing in my inventory would say anything about this. There were 2 cups, but what would I... that would be room service, probably. Maybe room service? The profiles, what do you mean? Oh, I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Oh, profiles of people. Oh, I didn't know I could... I just assumed that was presented. We'll go with room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. Guest had requested iced coffee, $18 was the charge. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we didn't skip on the ice. Iced coffee for 2! What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask? Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I was specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Mia Fey. Court is adjourned. Boom. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. She's counting on me! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued.